There are still many questions out there about the virus. What's fact and what's fiction?
With so much information circulating, it's important you know the right answers to keep you and your family safe. So tonight, we go straight to an expert. Separating fact versus fiction during this global coronavirus outbreak can be difficult.
Coronavirus is a general name for a family of viruses that cause respiratory illnesses.
To help you better understand what's happening and cut through some of the confusion, Medical Director of the Pardee Center for Infectious Diseases, Dr. Chris Parsons, helps us clarify some common myths. Mask will protect you from getting coronavirus.
So that's false. So if you're a healthy person, we don't have evidence that masks will prevent you from getting coronavirus.
That's not the only myth. There is a vaccine for coronavirus.
That's false. There is no vaccine for that right now.
But not everything you read about the disease is fiction. Coronavirus lives on surfaces up to 9 days.
That's true, although we don't know everything about this particular coronavirus. And so it's possible that if somebody sneezes or coughs, then droplets with coronavirus can remain present on at least solid surfaces for a period of time.
And finally, we've seen several comparisons of the virus to the flu. One of the most talked about statements we've heard is this: you are more likely to die from coronavirus than the flu.
So while the current mortality for COVID-19 is somewhere in the 2 to 3% range based on the information we have right now, the influenza mortality rate nationally and similar in North Carolina is about 0.1%. However, the folks who are dying from COVID-19, generally those are older folks and folks with underlying cardiac disease, lung disease, or diabetes are three main risk factors.
Another major shakeup in the Democratic race for president, just as voters in North Carolina and 13 other states prepare to go to the polls tomorrow for Super Tuesday.
Today, Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar dropped out of the race and threw her support behind Joe Biden. Pete Buttigieg dropped out yesterday and is also supporting Biden.
News 13's Kimberly King joins us with a look at how these developments could impact the voting right here in North Carolina. Kim?
Tammy, North Carolina has the third largest number of delegates at stake tomorrow. An average of polls of voters in the state show Biden with about 28% of the vote, Sanders with about 22%, and Bloomberg with a key 15%, which means he could get some delegates. We talked with a local political expert about his thoughts on tomorrow's big day.
It looks like Biden and Sanders are certainly the front runners right now.
But Chris Cooper says Elizabeth Warren is still in the race. In North Carolina,
Biden is probably a slight favorite right now, but probably by not that big of a margin.
Biden won 48% of South Carolina's vote. Is it possible he could do even better in the Tar Heel state?
60% would represent a huge win for Joe Biden in North Carolina.
Do you think that's going to happen?
It seems unlikely to me.
Still in the race tomorrow, Mike Bloomberg, who News 13 covered Saturday when he spoke to a crowd of 500 in Charlotte. If he doesn't do well on Super Tuesday, do you think he's out?
You know, I think he obviously has enough money to stay in this race. I think the question is, why is he in this race in the first place? Is it to push some sort of political agenda? Does he actually think he might be able to win?
Bloomberg has said he's in it to get President Trump out of the White House.
Once he looks at the numbers after Super Tuesday, I think it's very possible that he does pull out.
Polls show that Sanders is within striking distance to beat Joe Biden in North Carolina. One big local congressional race is the 11th district, seat Mark Meadows has held since 2012. With a record number of candidates.
This is one of the most fascinating congressional races in the entire country. So we have 19 people all running for office. It's the third largest field in America. Even if the winning candidate doesn't get 30% of the vote, we're going to have another primary. We're going to do this whole thing again in 7 weeks.
In what's now become a trend among some mountain counties, Polk County has passed a Second Amendment resolution.
News 13's Caitlin Penner joins us live from there tonight. And Caitlin, it seemed like everybody there was on board.
Yeah, tonight commissioners asked people in the crowd to raise their hands if they supported the Second Amendment resolution. I didn't see any hands not raised.
Second, all in favor?
In a unanimous vote by commissioners, the Second Amendment resolution passed in Polk County.
As a public official, we take an oath to uphold the Constitution of the United States as well as the Constitution of North Carolina. And both those give us the right to bear arms.
Something commissioners say they've thought about for months now.
We've been debating it and talking about it among ourselves and finally decided it was time to just do it. Because I work for the citizens. That's what I'm here for.
The move follows several other mountain counties in our area, including Henderson, Haywood, and Yancey, just to name a few.
It has to do with the people with the guns. And I can say we're in good hands with our citizens in Polk County.
In the resolution, which commissioners say is similar to Henderson County's, it says that no public funds will be used in any manner in contravention of the mandates of the said supreme laws of the land. During the meeting, many in the crowd said amen and clapped while the commissioners talked about the resolution. People say they fear their rights could be taken away if they don't take a stand.
Some of the stuff are like the red flag laws, where they, without the due process, somebody could just come to your house and forcefully take your weapons away from you.